Hi, everybody. My name is Jason, and I am with the Yahuwah and the Torah YouTube channel. And you can also find us on Rumble. You can also find us on Odyssey. We are out there everywhere. I am part of the people, the family who believes that the laws, statutes, and commandments of our Creator are the guideposts to all time, that they are the rule set to all things, and that they are for all generations, for all creeds, for all nations, for all peoples. And that in the laws, statutes, and commandments, we are able to find what our destination is going to look like. And our destination is going to be ruled by a king, and his name is Yahushua. And he is the Son of the Most High. Most of you know him as Jesus. And there were no J's in Hebrew, so a Hebrew man's name is never going to be named Jesus. His name is Yahushua, which is Yah is with us. Yeshua is another form of Yahushua, and that means salvation. And so what we're dealing with today is what we're talking about is the words of our Messiah. And we're reading out of a book that is only found in Yah Scriptures. And Yah Scriptures is available at yahscriptures.com. And there's a hard copy of it available. And there's also a free version of this. Yah Scriptures is 100% free of charge. And you guys can download the PDFs from yahscriptures.com and go under downloads. And both the main scriptures and the Apocrypha, the same thing that you will actually get in this big book. And this big book is now shipping. It is officially in the hands of people, and people are ecstatic with it. Guys, this is a very large book. So I want those of you who do want to order this to understand how big of a book this is. This is not a portable book. This is not something that is easy to take in and around. It's 6 pounds. It's over 6 pounds. It's 14.5 font, which means it is the largest print, full scriptures that is out there anywhere. You will never find another book like this. It does not exist. This is a book that has all of the name of the Creator, his Son, all the forefathers, foremothers, all their names have been restored. And it also, it has just all of the correct translations. This is a hybrid between a version that everybody loves. It's called the Institute for Scriptural Research, the ISR, and it's also part of the Hallelujah Scriptures, except it has been taken and it has thousands of edits out of there. So it is no longer ISRs. It is no longer Hallelujah Scriptures. This is Yah Scriptures. And this is a once-in-a-lifetime book that you guys are able to get. This is also a limited edition. Yah willing, this will be going on forever. But right now we have what stock we have in stock. If we are going to be doing something right now, the scriptures are $90. And for anybody that orders over 2, we're dropping the price to $80. And so if you guys want to get these in bulk or get these for a little bit cheaper, that is how we are doing it. So guys, it is limited now, and we do not sell on Shabbat. So if you guys are wanting to get these, you have to get them on a regular day. But we shut down our store at sunset tonight, and we turn it on tomorrow night at sunset. So with that, guys, let's get into the words and the life of Messiah Yahushua. And we are in the book of Khalidi, in chapter 6. And we will go, and I will try to explain things as we read through them. Beginning, before going out among the people to declare himself, Yahushua returned to Gennesareth, the town of his upbringing, accompanied by his Talmidim. And again, guys, the Talmidim is the Hebrew for disciples. It's what disciples are. He went first to the place where his mother was staying, and though she greeted him warmly because she loved her eldest son, Miriam did not understand Yahushua. She always knew he would grow up to be different and would become a man of Elohim, because when carrying him, she dreamed that a bright flaming star had come down from the Shamayim and entered her womb. So these are very interesting things, because in scriptures and regular scriptures, we don't get a tremendous amount of accounts of the mother of our Creator's Son. And so we know she was obviously a wonderful woman. She was a fantastic woman. Had to be able to be the birthing woman for our Messiah. And so these are some interesting things where it talks about Miriam not understanding Yahushua. And as we read through, as we've been reading through the book of Khalidi, even his own family at some points wanted to restrain him. What Messiah was, even from his youth, is something very much different than anything that we are understanding of. Going on to 2. His own kinsmen had once thought him mad and sought to take control of him. But now his brothers and sisters having grown up, they no longer troubled him. They had said he had lost his father and seeks another. For is it not written, I will be his father and he will be my ben? Now, a lot of people don't know that the Messiah's dad, his biological dad, not his biological dad was Yahuwah, but his earthly dad died when he was young. He did not have a father for all of his youth. And so this is what they're talking about right there, is that he lost his father and seeks another. And this is because they don't understand. They don't understand the entire concept of Messiah Yahushua. Now, going on to 3, when younger, Yahushua had been overawed by the prospects of the future and often fearful that he might not fulfill the promises. But he overcame this and any fears of his inability. It is in this and his dedication that his greatness was revealed. Though Yahushua wielded the Ruach HaKodesh of Yahuwah, and in him it was stored up as in a water tank, he still had to overcome the weaknesses of men. For without so doing, his greatness could not be made manifest. Those who say he was something other than man detract from his greatness. For then the things he had to do would have been easier to accomplish. Perhaps they cannot comprehend the heights to which men can rise when inspired by Yahuwah, the Father of all men. Now, this is extremely useful verse when we're talking about this. Number 1, this clearly tells us that our Messiah was made man in the flesh. As a man, as you and I are, with the same hunger, the same thirst, the same issues, right? The same fears and problems that we have as humans, that we all have. This is what Messiah had. And this same thing, where he is a man and we are men and women, we have the power of the Ruach HaKodesh. This is what it's talking, that men cannot comprehend the heights to which men can rise when inspired by Yahuwah. Guys, when we let our Creator guide our life, and we're never going to let him guide our life if we are not fully in obedience to his ways and statutes. The first 5 books of scriptures is the rule book for life. If you do not love the rule book for life, then Messiah is not going to love you. Our Messiah is a ruler of the Torah. He is going to judge and be a king under the Torah, just like all of us are. And so when we are in covenant with our Creator, we can go to different heights. The Ruach HaKodesh, the power, the arm of the Creator of the universe, can instill and make things amazing. Anything can happen. Guys, we are only on one dimension when our Creator is in a totally different thinking style. And so understanding that we can become great by strengthening ourselves with the Ruach HaKodesh, strengthening ourselves in Scripture, strengthening ourselves in this way, this is what it's talking about right here. Going into the Hayeko, which is the temple, Yahushua stood up to read, as he had often done in Kodesh days. He read out a passage from the scroll of a Nabai to the Yahudim called Yeshayahu in the tongue of his fathers, and having done so, returned it to the scroll keeper and sat down. After others had performed their duties, Yahushua had a chance to speak, and with all eyes on him, he did so, and the people were astonished. For he said, "Behold, you are witnessing the fulfillment of the Kodesh Writ, the holy writings, the holy books, the holy scriptures, and the accomplishment of Yahuwah's design. I am chosen to be the tongue of the Father, speaking his words to you, his people. I am the light shining in the midst of darkness, and even as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats, so do I come to show how the good are to be separated from the wicked." Guys, this is the Son saying he's speaking with the words of the Father. It's not saying he's the Father. The entire Trinity, the entire understanding that people have been given, which is traditions of men, that the Father and the Son and the Ruach HaKodesh are all the same being. It's like an egg and one yolk, and it's all one egg. All that kind of stuff. That's never in scriptures. Messiah, Yahushua, never ever says he's God. He never once, ever. And so if we are under this understanding, then we are falling because we can't be praying to our Messiah. We shouldn't be taking the jealousy of our Creator and making us worship other entities, right? We are to worship one God, Yahuwah, Elohim Most High. That is who we are to worship. We are not to worship multiple gods or anything of the sort. So when Messiah is saying right here, he's chosen to be the tongue of the Father, speaking his words to you. Guys, the words Messiah is speaking are always from the Torah. The words that he's saying and reiterating are the same things that we should be following in all of our ways and all of our lives. And so it's very, very important that we understand Messiah was truly heralding the Torah. He was saying the Torah will be for all generations. Not one jot or tittle of the Torah will ever be gone till heaven and earth pass away. And so that's who our king is. And so if you're not in love with the Torah, be very wary. I don't know so much as our Messiah will be in love with you. Yahushua spoke with knowledgeable authority, bringing a new message which gladdened the hearts of those who heard him. The people marveled and whispered among themselves, "Where has he gained all this knowledge? How has he become so learned? Is this not the son of Joseph, the carpenter who is now dead, and of Miriam? And do not his sisters live here still? Yet they say he has healed the incurable." But not all received his words in this manner, and many were offended. Noticing the murmuring among these, Yahushua addressed them, saying, "Do you hold it against me that I left? If a man has two duties, he must make a choice, not following the inclinations of his heart, but the course indicated by higher decree. No doubt you have heard about the things I have done elsewhere, and will say, 'Let us see, you do the same here.' To this I can answer with sincerity. A Nabi, a prophet, is unacceptable in his own neighborhood, and a physician is not called to cure those who know him. When I come in friendship and compassion to those who need my help, they say, 'Physician, heal yourself first,' thinking me mad. Why now should I be called upon to do things Eliyahu and Elisha could not do? The only ones they cured were Armenians." Lots of stuff here, guys, right? This is what we're seeing we're seeing the conflict of Messiah Yahushua. We're seeing the world that he is in, and it's not a comfortable world. He is different than everyone out there, right? He is totally different. This is why Messiah was Messiah, because it was a different walk. It was the Torah made flesh when we see this. And these people are all judging him. And this is why he always talks about a Nabi, a prophet, not being acceptable, right? This is that if you grow up in a town and you join in and you become a prophet of the creator of the universe, people in your own town judge you. They're like, "We know this guy. This guy isn't this guy." And this is what Messiah is very much talking about. 10, Yahushua did not heal many here. And he said, "I heal in accord with the Torah and not against it." Now, I think I'm going to leave this on this one because I want to try to make this a little bit shorter today. But one thing that I want to leave us all with is that Messiah heals in accord with the Torah and not against it. Many people think our Messiah, Jesus the Christ, Yahushua HaMashiach, came to get rid of the Torah, because that's what we have with 41,000 different denominations. You don't have a single denomination that has any value on the words of our Creator. So when I say every religion is completely satanic, that's what it is. If you are in some sort of a supposed spiritual course, and this spiritual course is leading you off course due to what the scriptures say, then it's satanic. It's demonic. And you're not going to find the kingdom in hanging out with these people who are eating pork rinds and baked pig and beans and not caring what the law, statutes, and commandments of our Creator say, right? All of these things. Eating clean foods is important to our Creator. Worshiping on the right day is important to our Creator. Walking in his way, protecting our soul, guarding our soul, loving our neighbors as ourselves. All of these are what the Torah says. And guys, if you would like to join me, we are go live on 11 o'clock on Yahuwah and the Torah every Shabbat. And what we do is we read the Torah. We read through the actual laws. The first little bit of this is we sit and chit chat with everybody. And then we sit and then we go around and we read these laws, statutes, and commandments. And if anyone in the chat wants to discuss anything of them, that's where we put it forward. And so, guys, the laws, statutes, and commandments for our family is everything. I hope and pray that for you as an individual, it's everything. I hope for you as a family out there, it is absolutely everything. Because there's not one jot, there's not one letter, there's not one period or dash of the Torah that will ever be gone until heaven and earth have passed away. And we're living on earth. We can see the skies. We can see the skies all around us. Nothing has passed away. That means the Torah is as legit as it is forever and ever. So guys, with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for being part of this family and for reading like this. Guys, I'd like to encourage anybody who's interested in Yah Scriptures to grab one. I do not think these ones will be around very, very long. We're going to be separating the ones that are going to the prisoners first and not allowing more than that to be sold. So it is absolutely a limited edition. If you guys are after them, they are available now. And again, on Shabbat, they're shut down. You won't be able to get them. And much love to all of you. Have a wonderful day. I'm out.